Hi guys, Sunday blessings to you all. So I'm just coming on to do the Tarot and Oracle review video for you this week. So the deck that I'm going to be reviewing this week is a Oracle deck, and it is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Carl Gray. Now some of you will have seen this deck before, maybe some of you lovelies have got this deck, but maybe there are some of you that still haven't kind of come across this. This is a really interesting deck, this one, and I've had a little bit of a love-hate relationship with it, because when I first got it I was so excited to receive it and everything else, and then when I had it I was a bit like, oh, I really didn't like it, I didn't gel with it, and it was just completely different to what I had expected, and so it almost stayed on my shelf for quite a long time, actually, almost like a year or two. But recently, in the last couple of months, I've actually reconnected with this deck. And I just think when I first kind of came across this, I wasn't in the right energy to receive it. It is a little bit of a strange deck. It's a quirky deck, it's an unusual deck. It's quite different to some of the other Carl Gray stuff that I've shown you. And I think that's maybe why I was just a bit taken aback by it initially. But it's almost like I've come full circle, because now I really can appreciate it and value it and respect it for what it actually is. And it is a great piece of work. So I'm just seeing if it says how many cards are in here. It doesn't say on here, but it probably does say somewhere. Oh, 55, sorry. It's a 55 card deck. So it just says on the back here, I'll read what it says. So lovely, pieces of examples of the cards. It's Hay House. So we know Hay House stuff is always great in terms of their quality. But it just says here, we are surrounded by countless guides who want to share their knowledge with us to bring healing and change. Among them are the angels and the ancestors, including images from Celtic, Native American, Aboriginal, and earth-based spiritualists. Angels and ancestors crosses the divide between all cultures to bridge the gap between this world and the next. It is a powerful tool, ready to help you unlock the answers that are awaiting within you, through the divine and ancient wisdom of the angels and ancestors. Now I think this is why it confused me a little bit, because it almost like has aspects of shamanism, witchcraft, Viking. There's so many different kind of offshoots, and I think this is why it was just a bit overwhelming when I first got it. But now I absolutely love it. So I just think I wasn't in the right space back then. So as we open up the box, these are the cards themselves. And what I do like, they've got a lovely little sort of piece inside the box here, which I will just sort of read this to you. I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool will be dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. I really like that. That's a nice bit of affirmation in there. Oh, let me just move this box to one side. Oh, and I've just seen on the lid, sorry, I didn't see this before. This is nice as well, and it just says, guardians of the four corners, mother in the earth, father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. So that's really, really nice to when when you want to use this deck. So stock quality, like I say, anything by Hay House is great stock quality. These are a lovely stock, not too thick, not too thin, a good medium, lovely matte finish. Nice kind of oracle size, these ones. So sorry, they're a bit mixed up, some of these. I'm just seeing if I can put them in order. So what you've got on the back is this lovely kind of teal kind of colour with this beautiful owl, and then we've got this kind of sort of like sigil kind of energy really here. I don't know if you can see that too well. So that's lovely. Like I say, an amazing, lovely oracle size. Not too big, not too small, just a nice size to work with. So then each card has the name of whom they are working with, and a little like sort of a piece underneath. So like this one, we've got Magic Guardian, and it just says unlock the magic within. So as you can see there, so some of them are angel based, but some of them as we go through will be different. So we've got here Direction Guardian, choose your path. So, this is kind of all the more different aspects with the sort of shamanism here. And then Mother Earth. So, and then they just kind of go through. So you can see what I mean about being a little bit witchy, because you've got the sort of goddess there with the triple moon. you know, so they're all a little bit, I felt when I first got them that they were a bit mismatch, and that's what just took me by surprise a little bit. But the more I've like studied them, the more I've worked with them, the more I actually really like them now. So it's taken me a little bit of time to get my head around them. It's not a deck I probably would work with all the time, I'll be honest. It's one I like to dip in and out of more for personal use. I haven't really used these too much with clients. That's not to say that I wouldn't, but I think that these would be nice to do a one card at the end probably, rather than using them all the time. But yeah, so they are interesting, they're different. Very different to anything I've shown you before, I think, actually. I really like her. She looks very powerful, you know, very powerful. I must say as well, I forgot to mention the artwork is by a lady called Lily Moses. So beautiful artwork, you know, really stunning artwork actually in this deck, you know. Really love that. Now some people say this next card, I don't think it does, but some people have said to me when they've seen this card that it looks a little bit like me. So I don't know what you think to that. Particularly if any of you have seen me in my witchy robes in the past. I sort of see it a little bit, but I don't think it is. But a few people have said it looks similar to me. But yeah, it's interesting. So as you can see, you know, like this one is autumn, so they kind of encompass lots of different energies, and I think this is why I just found them quite overwhelming in the early days. But I really resonate with them now, and I think as well because the earth has changed so much since I first bought them. My own personal spiritual growth and development has you know, changed so much. I think this is why I'm ready to fully receive them a little bit better now than before, you know. Okay, I don't want to show you all of these, but I do want to show you enough of them. So very, very powerful images, and like you say, they encompass all the different attributes, all the different qualities of really spiritualism, to be honest, you know. I really like this one. There's something about his energy I just really like, you know. I just feel like I could go and sit with him and meditate for a little bit. He just looks very powerful, very magical. So as you can see, there's lots of powerful energy coming from these. Oops. And like I say, I just want to show you enough. This is powerful, this one, the stag. What I do like, there's a lot of masculine energy in these cards as well, which I think is really good to honour. There's a mix of like feminine and masculine energy, which is really, really nice. Because sometimes decks can focus too much on one over the other, but there's a really nice balance here of both, which I think is really important to get that equal balance, you know. I wasn't going to show you the whole deck, but I kind of might end up showing you them, just because each card is so different. The artwork is absolutely stunning. I know I say this all the time with my decks, but this one, the artwork really is fabulous. So, like I say, I'm just going to show you a couple more, and then I'll sort of, I don't know if I'm going to show you them all, but I want to show you enough, because they're very, very different. Each card tells its own little story, you know. She looks very powerful there. Absolutely stunning colours. They're almost like, I know they're not photos, but they almost look like they start to encompass a slight sort of photograph in them. This one makes me smile. I really like this one. A mystical energy. Again, you can see all the beautiful colours, all those greens. Really, really beautiful energy in these cards. Oops. I love that sort of flower of life design behind the sort of dove in this card. That's really beautiful. Okay, I'm going to show you like one more and then I'm going to end it there because I want to keep a few back just in case you decide to treat yourself if you've not already got this deck. So, as ever, what I'm going to do first is have a quick swig of drink. People are really obsessed lately with my mugs. I've got quite a lot of different witchy mugs, and today I've got my little, it's a little Wookiee Hole mug I've got. It's a little Wookiee Hole witch from the Wookiee Hole Caves, but this is a beautiful little mug because quite a few people have said, oh, you know, I love your mugs when you're sort of doing your bits and pieces. So yeah, just made me laugh to sort of show you a different one today. Now the book's really interesting. As we go into the book, just sort of see what we've got here. So we have got, as we open up the first page, there's like an introduction. Then it's got, you know, how to use the cards. Then it has got examples of spreads, so that's really cool. Then we go into each card. Now this is nice. So what each card has got is a message, about, and then an extended message. So it's like a sort of two-pager sort of thing. It's black and white imagery in this, but I don't think that really is a problem particularly. It doesn't take anything away. What is nice is there's a small little section at the back about the author, about Kyle Gray. That's lovely to have that because sometimes, you know, that they almost overlook and forget those bits. So I like the fact that that is actually in there. So what we'll do, as ever, channeling the cards for this Sunday and for the highest of good, see what we need to know about and guidance to be given, and this will be a message that follows through for the coming week ahead. So I'm just asking the cards to show us something for the highest of good. Let's see what we need to know. Oops. Ooh, okay, so we've got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and stay grounded. Okay, I think a lot of us can resonate with that at this time. I don't know about you guys, but this week just gone, I have found the energy so heavy, so intense, and this is something I've had to be doing a lot, and it's been really hard actually, because where I've lived, we've had some really, really heavy rain, and don't get me wrong, it's lovely to see the rain, but I also find if it rains for too long, for me personally, it really brings my energy down, it brings my headspace down a little bit. So I've really been feeling the need to be earthing and grounding like more than ever before lately. You know, so I just want some summer, to be honest. You know, we've got so much strange times going on, and when the weather is playing up, it can just be really heavy, really sort of overwhelming. So I can take that without even looking at the message on a personal level. But we'll see what the book has to sort of say, obviously. So let's find this one, Earth Guardian. Right, bear with me, guys. Oh, this is interesting. So they've got, sorry, I've only just seen this. So the Guardians are broken down into sections. So they're all different, sort of split into sections in this book. So that helps because that makes it easier. So I'm looking for the Earth Guardian. Here we go. So this is this little section. So Earth Guardian, as it says, stay rooted and grounded. So it's got the message. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. And then it's got about. The Earth Guardian represents the angels of Earth who bring the medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They are the protectors of the land and the planet and can help you connect with your mission here and how you can support the evolution of the planet. The Earth Guardian on this card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental, who is non-binary, showing that they are a divine being without a human gender. Their staff, adorned with the dream catcher, shows they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams and turn them into reality. So if you can sort of see that in the card a little bit there. Oh, so the dream catcher, I'm not sure if you can see that too well, just in the top. Just about see it maybe. And then it's just got extended message. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful, rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. I like that. It's a really cool message. It's to the point. There isn't too much heaviness with it, because sometimes with these books the messages can be so overwhelming and all the rest of it. But it's nice, it's to the point. Kind of does what it says on the tin, really. So I really, really like this. So this is a beautiful card, and I think there's a fabulous message actually for us at the moment. So this is an interesting deck, like I say. Now, if you'd have asked me what would I have rated this deck out of 10, maybe, you know, when I first got it a couple of years ago, I think this was now, I'd have probably said like a 4. You know, I don't know why, but I just really didn't like it in the early days. I just really, to the point where I thought I was going to give this deck away. But I've stuck with it, I've persevered, and now it's probably about an 8 or a 9. Probably an 8, I'd say. Quality is fabulous. The quality of the deck, the artwork, all of that is a 10. But just in its practical use for me, this is probably about an 8, you know. It's one I'm still getting to grips with. I don't think it's yet a 10 for me, but it is up there with the others, you know. So it's a great one to have to the collection. So I've worked through the confusion of it, and I actually really do love this deck now. So definitely one to check out if you're interested. So it's the Carl Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle. Check it out, see if it resonates with you. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to leave that with you. Have a fabulous week ahead, guys. Take the message, so stay grounded. Don't allow whatever's going on in the outside world to devalue or to rob your in-heart center. Stay focused, stay connected. And take care. Much love and blessings. More videos coming soon. Catch you soon. Bye.